is Sunday the 15th of February and we're about to go do our grocery shop. This is week 4 of our Slide by Spend. This is the last week and the last day. Yes, I've left everything to the last minute. We have no offers worth touching at Woolworths, so we're just focusing on Coles. One offer is $50 or more and the second is $60 or more, so that's $110, give or take. Probably spend a little bit over, but anyway, the only thing that I know is that I get 20 times the points for any tooth related things, and I want to maybe stock up on the Oral-B floss, and Milo is on special this week. Anything else I will figure out when I'm in store. I'm just mostly going for pantry stable stockpile things, so maybe if something's on markdown I might pick it up, but I just really want to focus on having enough stuff that will cruise us through the next couple of weeks. So with my trusty book, you know that we've got what we get pretty much as a standard, so that will be a base, but I thought I will have a look through the fridge and the freezer and show you what we also have on the bench to have a good starting point. Beetroot, Coles sliced cheese, and this is Costco sliced cheese. I don't mind it, but I think other people like this one, so it'll take me a while to get through. Some ham. This is for an Aldi. Not much cream and not much strawberry jam. I need to make some more. Peaches are there. Minced garlic. I keep sticking the eggs in here in a saucepan and then wonder where the saucepan is. We have watermelon. This is the ham we have left, but I'll get more. And I have strawberries. I need to turn that into jam. And hidden at the back is the Korean drink. Thanks to my bestie, we have some bakery goodies. Lyle, if you're watching, no, you didn't see that. Some cheese and chive dip, quiche. There's chicken at the back for Aldi challenge, and we also have a whole block of cheese that should last us at least a couple of weeks. Chicken, bolognese, pork and beef mincemeat, and some pulled pork. Mum gave me some of her Costco pulled pork, and so I'll wangle that into a recipe. Here's the rest of the cheese. Oh, well, look, and some rock melon. And the fridge is beeping at me. Okay. Hashtag real life. I'll be cooking that for dinner tonight. Well, cooking tonight, so we've got it through the week. Down here, let me move you. We've got a lettuce, we've got some tomatoes I need to deal with. I've got some leftover risotto which I might eat for dinner. We've got a couple of sausage rolls and arancini balls, and this is some bacon that I haven't dealt with either. In our drawer we still have spinach, mushrooms, carrots, cauliflower, and chicken, plant-based chicken schnitzel. And then right down the bottom, tomatoes, and then 3 things of butter. That's it. The tomato paste, thank you for everyone's feedback with how to use it. Sweet chili sauce, might need some of that eventually. Passata, iced coffee. Yes, I have potatoes in the fridge. They were not very well with the bag that I bought marked down. So I've just left them in here and I'll use them as a mashed potato. And we need some more milk. And we've got oat milk, aioli, and chocolate pudding. And then up the top is just all the butters that we have. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express, the pantry. So this is kind of was putting together a bit of a stockpile thing. Anyway, with UHT milk, there's 4 of them that will last ages. If we run out of fresh milk, that's what we end up using. Ziploc bags, I have more in a bag from the previous Coles. We have 1, 2, 4 of the minor oat figures. Might get another 1 or 2 hot chocolate or his Ziploc bags, coffee. Up the back is just a whole lot of oats, spaghetti. This is probably go in the fridge. I actually only paid 75 cents for this because I handed them $2.75 and they handed me back the $2 coin and I said, oh, you've given me too much, and he said, oh, I've closed the drawer. So some tiny teddies, they probably need to go in the snack area. Oh good, we have another hot chocolate, although I probably will need to write that down. Hopefully I'll remember. I got some ramen noodles. My friend cleaned out her pantry. I put some others down below, but the rest are just sitting here for now. This is a lamb sauce packet I got a while ago. I'll mark down 2-minute noodles. These are the cheap, like, what do you call them? They're called they're matchy noodles, but they've got no flavouring in them. And containers for pasta, there's less than a handful. And then right at the back is all our stockpile. Spiral pasta, penne pasta. We've got sushi rice, macaroni, and there's some macaroni bags up there as well. This is our snack. So we need more biscuits, obviously, muesli bars, half a Costco muffin, and behind is where all the chip packets live. Again, hot mess. Random stuff. This should really be on the breakfast thing, but we'll sort it out later. These are for a promo that I've got coming up. They're just living there for now. The sauce again should be down there. Got chips, crackers, empty containers. This is the breakfast thing. Let me move you down. All our cereal is on that side, which rarely gets touched. Sometimes it's a snack. These are from Costco, nearly empty. This sauce is nearly empty. I probably need to deal with that. More cereal. Peaches. For some reason the sauce is even here as well. Cereal. How much? Oh, we've only got 3 apple juices. So I need 1 more, but I need some black currant juice. And all the... And 2-minute noodles is pretty good. Hokkien noodles. This is hubby's spicy noodle sauce. Baked beans. Oh, this is like the sauce packets and random things. Lasagna sheets and some spaghetti is good. Spicy noodles and all the sauces. We need to sort that out. And everything else down here. It's our meal things. I'm pretty happy with that. Bolognese sauce. Probably need some more tin tomatoes, to be honest. Coconut cream and more pasta sauces at the back. Oh, there's a tinned tomato. Probably. Oh, there's 2 more. Oh, probably get some more beetroot and pineapple. I'm not seeing pineapple. Passata. We've got onions, rizzoni, and the container down there is full of potatoes because the bag exploded. We had 1 rotten potato in there, and the rest is history. Just like, woo, my onions. And then just some chips that need to go in the cupboard. But this is also the big Costco, so trying to figure out the best way to deal with that. And then I've got a couple of apples I need to deal with. This is the Aldi bag with the bits and pieces to finish the meals. We've got our bread from the bread run. We've got a few sweetie treats in here from the bread run and also from my friend's little bakery run. The goodies that I made on the live, and there's just a couple of things from the bakery that are spinach and ricotta that my daughter likes to eat. No, I can't replicate them. I've tried. She wasn't a fan. I've got eggs here that I need to organize, get into the fridge. And these are our wraps. So we bought a whole thing of tortilla wraps from NQR for $2. There's about 12 or something. We've got nearly 2 full packets of the big ones, but only the small wraps. So probably need to get some more of those because they're really good for snacking. And this is the only banana that we have. It is very sad. So here's the pretty standard thing that I would get every single week: iced coffee, ham, cheese, muesli bars, the apple juice and the apple and blackcurrant juice, the 2 small wraps if we needed bread, milk and bananas. That would come to a total of $63.45 if bananas are $4.50 a kilo. So at least we have a base rate of what we would need pretty much every single week, and anything else is going to be a bonus. So grabbing some things for stockpile to help with the meals going forward. I forgot to share our freezer with you. It is still Hot Mess Express. So everything up there. Look, we do have a bit of a gap. It's getting good. This was a gap before I got all the bakery goodies and some veggies and bits and pieces from the Aldi challenge, and everything else is pretty standard: strawberries, butter, veggies. So we will work on getting through that. I also have meal ideas on the fridge. It's not pretty, but that just goes to show you that anything is better than nothing, because I often think, oh, what shall I have for dinner? And at least everything is listed here. We have 38 ideas, and I was ticking and crossing names, so then I could say, right, if we're doing pizza, like 2 people would eat that and 2 people would eat something else. So I was able to easily meal plan. And I just have this here too, because if I ever do a video on it, I know where it is, because if I put it in the office, I'm going to get it lost. Some things are more winter stuff, like the beef stew, and some things like spaghetti bolognese is just whenever, and some things are specific if we've got packet mixes. And yeah, and some things on here are obsolete, like we don't really do the spinach and ricotta triangles anymore. But they're just ideas, like meatball subs if we were to get some longer bread rolls and I had some meatballs, and that's what I would do if I wasn't going to do meatballs and spaghetti. So yeah, it's not neat, but you know what, everything helps. So what will be for dinner? I'm glad you asked. This is where I meal plan in my head, because I can remember all the things that I have. So I don't systematically always sit down and write out stuff. I will, because I will share with you how I do it, but a lot of it is just in my head. So we have pizza bases, so the children will probably have that, and I will make all of the pizzas, and then I'll be able to put them in the fridge for them to snack on during the week. So dinner will get first preference, and then there'll be lunches there, and then I know everyone is happy. Hubby and I will probably have some leftovers. There are those sausage rolls there. I might do some chips on the side. Probably do chips on the side of the pizza as well, so then the pizza can stretch a little bit longer. Then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, we'll even probably Friday night, hubby and I will probably do the Aldi challenge with the food, because most of the meals will do 4 servings. So it'll basically be like shepherd's pie and then leftovers, and then there's a curry chicken, and then there's leftovers. So yeah, that's 4 nights. There's a pasta thing, and then there's a Kiev thing, and we've still got another Kiev thing. So it's probably even run through to Sunday, if not Monday, because Saturday night will be burger night. And they're the things that systematically run through my head. And then next week we will return to our regularly programmed scheduling, where we will also be in no man's land. Well, we're about to be in no man's land after this shop, and we'll be using what we do have, and so that will be good to share with you, the frugal meal. So let's go shopping and see what we end up with, because that is always interesting. They have rearranged the entire supermarket. All the aisles are really like skinny. As soon as they leave, I'll be able to show you someone coming. Yeah, like like that's the aisle there and the other thing is there. It's just a nightmare. And there's fruit and veg in 2 different sections, like because they're trying to tell everyone where the new stuff is, but they've still got it in the old area. Okay, here is our grocery haul. It is the 2 shops combined, so spend a minimum of $50 on one and $60 on the second one. I just put it all together because it's a lot easier. I went inside the shop, got the first lot, took it out to the car and came back in again because I hit the wrong button on my calculator and I had some cans and stuff in there that I was over when I did my first spend. So I said to them, can I just leave this here and come back? And they're like, okay. Anyway, so we got multigrain bread and white bread. I did get bread from the bread run, but it's just a bit easier to have these for sandwiches, and the other bread will just be cut up for toast and things like that. Carrots, probably not going to eat many of the others. We nearly have a full bag, but at least we have them as a backup. Don't have any of this pasta, and I need it for that emergency dinner for the vegetarian. We have ham. I also picked up this ham from the deli, champagne ham, marked down to $1.98, and it's over nearly 300 kilos. So I work on the preference of $1 per 100 grams or $1 per kilo when I'm looking at meat. And so that's pretty bang on. And I figured that we'd use some for pizzas and hubby could use some for work because the date on this is not till March. So that will last for a little while. We still have some in the fridge as well. I got a cauliflower because that's one of the things we always need to stock up on. Iced coffee, milk. I had a mental blank as to what that is. I just got 2 of the oat milks. They were on special for $3.70 down from $4.40, I think it was. We still have 4 in the cupboard, but I thought just get 2. 2 tin tomatoes, 2 beetroot, and there's 2 pineapples. We just opened one for dinner. It's in the fridge. 2 muesli bars, 2 hot chocolates. I got an Italian herb mix. I know you can get cheaper buying elsewhere. I will have a look at it, but I just picked up this packet. I picked up the same about 2 weeks ago. But when I was passing, I thought I'll grab another one because it's always handy to have extra. 2 apple and blackcurrant juice. We still have the apple juice in the cupboard. Not as many as what I would like, but something is better than nothing. And we can focus on stockpiling maybe in the next run. I picked up some shredded lettuce. I know that this isn't much, but it will do for a couple of days. We still have a whole lettuce in the fridge, but it's not very big. I grabbed grapes as well because I was special $4.50 a kilo. I thought that was a good price. Sliced cheese for those that like that cheese. Brushed potatoes, $3.78 for 2 kilos. The potatoes that we have in the cupboard are looking a bit sad already, so we might need to cut them up and cook and freeze them. See how we go. I got some ricotta marked down. I will have the leftover spinach from last week after we do the pizzas to do a spinach and ricotta lasagna. I will eat it. I don't think the vegetarian will eat it. So something. Broccoli. I didn't realize this is quite weighty actually in the stalks. Really fat and heavy as well. It was $6.90 a kilo or something, and this is a kilo. So I checked out, it was like $7.50 or something. I was like, oh, so I was a bit over in calculating some things and under in others. Some bananas, I just grabbed 5, and I think that's it. So I'll put the total here on the screen. One thing I did want to tell you, so you know when you get the offer and it's, do you want to have the points or do you want to have the money off? On one of the accounts, I accidentally clicked money off, and I panicked because I thought, do I have to today spend $100, then the 50 comes off? But no, what happens, and luckily it's on your receipt, congratulations, you've collected $50 to spend. It will be automatically off your next spend. So you have until the 17th of March, so a month, to go in and do another shop. So I have to spend $50 plus, and then the discount will come off of that. So probably choosing money off your shop isn't good if you're points collecting or saving, but it is good if you're doing like a weekly shop. So maybe just something to keep in mind. I will probably need to go in a week and get more iced coffee anyway, and I might stock up on some extra veggies and things like that. So it will be a very useful shop that I do. Like I feel that most of this is pretty useful. It's all the things that we do need, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it next week. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.